Hello, fellow faithful. It is Bulldog here, the world's greatest Civil analyst, along with Chris, just a guy. We're back for Game 3 of Week 2 for the CLG 2021 Summer Split. We're facing TSM. Luckily for me, none of you watched to the end of my videos, so you won't actually hear the mistake I made at the end of last one where I said we were facing Team Liquid today. So, we got TSM today. We are looking pretty good. We put up a really good fight against Cloud9, one against Golden Guardians. The Finn is just kind of staring down the camera. We have our team full of like Swedish supermodels, which, you know, handsomest team in the LCS. Interesting pick ban here, or just bans.
Yeah. CLG's just banning Rumble
Udyr every game.
On blue side as well.
Yeah.
It's really
and TSM banning out who the
I think you ban
champions
Ezreal for sure.
Yeah.
Do you pick Varus or Gwen? I think I'd pick Varus here actually.
Akali?
Akali?
The heck?
Huh.
I guess it would do well into the Gwen.
Mm-hmm. Like if you're picking it to lane against Gwen, I guess, but
Samira, or not Samira.
Senna. Oh, they're picking Senna 2K.
That's dumb.
And then
that's so dumb of them,
right?
Wait, Varus is the hard
Senna,
counter.
They kind of have to pick TK.
Yeah.
I don't think it's necessarily a hard counter, but
this should be Varus Leona.
What? I wouldn't take Leona. I would take Varus and Gwen.
Or Varus and Gwen, Varus Nautilus.
Like, but maybe they pick. I mean, they first pick Akali, like guaranteeing that they would pick Gwen, I guess.
This has to be the Varus. Like, I don't think there's anything.
Jinx?
No Varus.
Was it nerfed and I just don't know?
No, this is the same patch as last week. Weird. And then the Thresh. TSM, their first game of this week was one of the worst drafts I've ever seen.
Gnar? I guess you're planning to play it into Akali?
But I know because of what Tan Man messaged me that it doesn't. Akali is not top lane.
Oh yeah.
So we just have our jungler and the champion that I know of, which everyone here has probably already watched the game, especially since these will be uploaded late. Yeah, the Irelia ban is smart by TSM. Weird that there's going to be no Gwen, as far as I know. Unless if we pick a jungle, but I don't know if it's a good jungler. I think it's clear is probably fine.
I think Lulu's a bad ban. Like, they have to pick, like, a damage mid laner. Their team has, like, solo damage right now. They have to pick, I don't know, like, Trist? Lucian? Yeah, Lucian isn't in the bans either. What the heck?
Power of Evil doesn't play a good Lucian, but Pobelter plays a really good Lucian. And I guess the gameplay is fine.
Yes, to play Akali. Although, I think Akali is fine in an R.
Yeah.
I mean, you kind of get, like, stomped early, but you have, like, good all-in threat.
Mm-hmm. The Silas. I guess Silas does match up well into Akali. Weird that just Gwen is untouched.
Neither player picked a jungler. Gwen is...
Yeah.
You know.
This is just a strange big ban.
Ninja?
So, what
I mean, CLG has to pick some hard CC here, regardless. Like,
is it the
champs
Volibear
actually,
jungle?
it could.
Elise?
Uh,
Oh, there's the Wukong.
okay.
Okay, Wukong is top lane.
It's not Elise, God bless. I think
Yeah.
Elise would be
I know
really bad
Broxa
with this
does
team.
really
You
like
have to pick
Elise.
something to face check a bush.
Wukong does
I
it pretty
guess
well.
I
Wukong
guess TSM
Thresh.
does. Yeah, that's fair. I guess TSM doesn't have that much damage yet, so maybe it's not that bad. Like TSM
What
has
jungler
to
here?
pick a high damage match damage champ.
Oh, I kind of like the
Yeah,
Gragas.
no, I like
The
Gragas. You'd
CLG
have
Classic.
well, someone just like they needed CC. They needed
Yeah,
CC
CC,
really
a
bad.
little bit more magic damage, a good front line. Like, I kind of like it. I don't think the LeBlanc would be a good pick.
I guess it's okay with their team. It's good at killing Jinx. It's not great at killing anything else.
Yeah, I don't think the LeBlanc pick is any good there. It doesn't really get priority over an Akali.
It does. Not like amazingly, but it does. Like
Jinx is really the only person that you can easily assassinate. Like, Wukong is gonna go Divine Thunder, is generally hard to kill.
CLG
Gragas,
doesn't have
you're not gonna be able to assassinate. Akali has Shroud and a billion dashes.
Yeah, but CLG doesn't have a lot of good lanes to push out. Bot lane can push out a little, but I don't know how Jinx Thresh versus Senna TK is.
I know in general, like, hard engage hook champions do really well into Senna.
Yeah, if they can push through bot, but I don't think they can ever really get pushed in mid top. Like Nar's going to control that lane against Wukong,
Yeah.
and Kali's going to cede lane pressure for most of the game to LeBlanc.
Yeah.
I know. I don't like the LeBlanc pick that much, but maybe it's good. I have no idea.
I don't like TSM's
It's
draft
popped up.
pick at
It's
all.
it's popped up a couple times and been really good. I don't know. Senna TK is probably still really good.
Yeah, Senna
top
TK is
10.
good, but I don't... Nar's obviously still good. I don't like the Xin Zhao without some sort of, like, supportive mid laner. You have kind of a supportive AD carry, and...
Or do you have a supportive support?
Yeah. You have kind of a middle of the road supportive support, because he just eats ya and then slows people. But Wukong does well into Gnar in general because
I don't
of his
understand
passive.
how.
His passive. He
Still
just
don't
gets
know
a bunch
how
of
you.
armor and health regen.
Yeah, but like, I still don't feel like that lane is actually good for Wukong.
And you have
If you
good
get a
all-in
level,
threat.
if you get a level 1 all in, it definitely can be better for you.
Yeah. You just bully the crap out of him. Like, Gnar is particularly weak to champions that can just get onto him while he's mini and just stick on him. Oh my goodness.
And guess what? Wukong is amazing, freak. The only boom about Huni is his mental. This lane is done. Finn actually on cooldown got in range for every E. Huni,
Wow.
that was actually insane.
Well, that lane has already been absolutely shit stomped.
That's hilarious. I do not think that's how that's supposed to go.
Huni did the same thing to Finn last split when it was, I think it was Finn's Gnar into Huni's Jace.
He's walking back to lane.
Oh my god, that's so greedy.
But you see him transitioning. Finn's like, okay, maybe I can just last hit these, maybe slow push and buy enough time for the cannon wave to get here, and bring the real.
Paul Belter's having a rough time in lane, but
Dude,
not
if
nearly
they
as
could-
rough time as Huni.
Yep, I mean, you're always range versus melee.
Yeah.
You're gonna have it crash under your tower. He still has his potion. He's still full health. Like, he can trade his health for CS if he wants to.
Mm-hmm.
Oh my god, if they could have set up a dive here. I mean, obviously Xin Zhao's up there, so it wouldn't have
Yeah.
worked, but that would have. Oh.
Oh, this is gross by Finn.
Oh, they don't see him. I mean, it
Oh
doesn't
my
matter. He's
goodness.
gonna. I don't think they kill LeBlanc here in a million years. Oh, unless.
I know. Okay, Paul Belter's down 5 CS.
Wukong, just beat me out of lane. I have no control over this Wukong. Be on the lookout. He's roaming down now. There is a move timer for Finn. So PoE pays attention to the comp.
Finn's just gonna have a huge CS lead.
I think
Huge double
Finn.
lead.
If Finn could get it to like freeze here once he goes back mini. Oh my lord.
Easy kind of fall up there for TSM playing around it.
Good. Good. Back in the bush. Yeah, he's done it.
Oh, oh. I mean, that's not a whole lot of resources to get a flash. It looks like, yeah, because Broxa showed bot, it breaks the freeze top lane.
Yeah, Nar's like, this is closer to what I expected Nar to be able to do. Like, just kind of hold, like, push him into the tower and just live with it. But I thought being, you know, losing like half of your minions on the first 3 waves would matter. Don't think it's worth proccing Chain to take a tower shot.
Yeah, they don't have Vision of Spica right now. That's very surprising.
He's up a decent chunk of XP, which is
Yeah.
the important part. If he is afraid of being dove, immediately set it.
Oh,
Well,
this
I
could
mean-
be huge. Oh, that was really good by Smoothie. That should be a kill.
Ooh, nice George.
Wow.
Flash.
Honestly, though, strong performance from the CLG bottom lane. It's just that jungler on the opposite side of the map, so not.
Yeah, Spica has just kind of, he's done a good job of staying hidden and showing up at the right place at the right time.
In isolation, definitely a strong 2v2 play. Problem is, jungle position means more than that. And guess what? Spica bottom side.
Finn is level 6. Oh. Oh.
I don't
Nice.
think Huni needed to flash there. To be fair, he is probably dead regardless.
That's a good response by
But you would have
Spica.
gotten Gragas flash out if you wouldn't have. Maybe he would have died to flash second A from
Yeah.
Wukong. I don't think so though.
Yeah, Finn might get. Okay. Huni does have TP. Otherwise, Finn might have been able to get a 2-level lead in this lane. But Broxa has been playing super proactively, and I like it. And he's going full AP. Interesting. I guess that's just considered the best Gragas build right now.
Yeah.
Good job by Finn to maximize the burst.
I
He
don't.
flash EQ'd. He auto canceled Q'd and then ultied. That was really clean.
Must not click E.
Weird that he didn't try and get the cannon with that. There's probably a reason behind it, but I don't know. This is a scary spot. Okay. The chain missed.
We love a Kali Shroud.
It's like the slogan of Fox News, fair and balanced.
He did not play that like he knew since I was in the bottom river.
Yeah. He didn't know Zinzao was in the bottom river.
Fair enough. Proto belt on Kali. I don't know. I, for some reason, feel like Riftmaker feels better, but I don't play enough Akali to know for sure.
Yeah, and the game's like it might be better in solo queue if you're like trying to hard carry.
There's also a lot of things to dodge, I guess, like dodge Gnar stuff, dodge Zinzao, or make some space from Zinzao, dodge the blockchains, dodge Sun of W's.
Yeah. You just
CLG is not moving with AD, so they're just giving.
Yep. You're shoving into two different towers and giving. So you can potentially
No, don't walk there. Don't do it. Don't dare them to fight you.
You're stalling them so that they don't go back bot. Oh, could this be good? Nope, he already... Oh wait, he didn't use dash. Let's go.
Gotta be honest, I expected something very bad to happen there.
Yeah, I kind of did too. It's just kind of... I don't expect things to go right for CLG.
Well, I don't know. That just seemed so scary to make a play right after they committed all 5 of their members to that part of the map.
Yeah. But they were forced to get back bot quickly because Jinx was free hitting on the tower.
Do they only get 1 plate bot?
Yeah.
Did Pobelter Q the wrong way?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention enough. Wait, no, Pobelter just kind of hard won that trade.
I took an Ignite on LeBlanc.
Yeah, that's greedy. Also, Power of Evil isn't on a control mage. This is not the final form of TSM.
Pretty true.
I will be interested to go back and watch their day 2 game and see if their draft is as bad as day 1 and day 3. This isn't nearly as bad as day 1. But
it's just so weird to see both teams be like, yeah, we don't want Gwen.
Yeah.
Maybe the champ was overreacted to. This is really scary.
Yeah.
He did not. He greeted the lantern.
He greeted the lantern for half a second too long.
Way too hard.
I forget how squeaky my chair is, and so it shows up in recordings all the time whenever I adjust. It's kind of weird that Finn doesn't have like much of a CS lead, but he just has a bunch of tower plates. And oh, we're up
900 gold, my lord.
Oh, Finn's teleport is up, and Hooney's isn't, and he has ulti. Like, TSM can't fight for that. Especially with the push being mid lane.
Yeah, I like that reading the map there from TSM because even if they're not exactly sure on the exact second of the teleport timer,
Pobelter has a level lead there. That could be good, but he and LeBlanc are about even in terms of damage. Yeah, this would be much more advantageous for TSM to go for the dragon, especially with dropping that.
Maybe Gnar is so weak right now though.
Yeah,
Until
but
he
CLG
bases.
doesn't have like the push anywhere, so they're not in a good place to TP. And Turtle's just kind of getting poked out. They have Broxa there to prevent the dive, which they actually could have just dove there. Probably killed Jinx. Oh, that was a fat 3-man stun. And they get the knock up onto Lost.
Wow, they don't kill anyone? Alright, Finn's very dead. Oh, Pobelter
Wow.
decided he wanted to die.
That's so sad. And Turtle doesn't have mana for rockets, otherwise they probably get one. Oh my god, we just got fucking 5-man.
What?
Wow. Finn's Finn's
Too
targeting,
far, I guess.
not finishing off Lost and going for Sorta instead is probably the difference in that fight. Because you get the 1 kill and Jinx just resets. The Gragas engage was so good. And you should have just been able to burn down Senna. I don't know why there wasn't like the moment Senna got spit out, everyone just didn't pile on.
Didn't she like flash right away? Like, flash
She
shield?
got knocked up by Finn's ulti. So she gets knocked up right there, like everything should have been dumped on her.
I don't know how you get there. Pobelter just kills himself here.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like that is the biggest problem. They like, both of them, yeah. Yeah. Finn walked into the choke to chase him. To try to get a use out of his second ult.
Yeah. But if you don't get Senna, like you're not really gonna win the fight, because there's just she can get people out of the danger zone. Like the damage was pretty like close to even there. Like Huni's damage was really the separator.
Yeah.
But Finn could have gotten like his second cast of ulti on multiple people instead of the Tom Kench.
Well, yeah, and they baited their team into a choke.
Yeah.
I think Pobelter should have. They just mentioned, I think, in the cast, but Pobelter should have been able to kill Senna 100%.
Yeah. And all he had to do was flash Q. He had Q up, he just didn't
Flash
do it while she
R.
was knocked up. Yeah, flash R, just he had flash up, he just didn't use it to kill.
Yeah.
The game's not lost after that, it's just harder.
That sounds like copium.
It is.
The game is.
It's not
Really
lost
over.
because TSM's just not good enough.
No,
one in
because
NA
he's in
is
the
good
bottom
enough
lane.
to instantly to automatically convert this into a victory.
Yeah. No one's good enough to turn an ace and a second dragon into a win.
It's a 2,000 gold lead.
It is surprising that's still all the gold lead is.
Well, CLG had the gold lead before the fight, like 1,000. So it was like a 3,000 gold swing.
We'll see when TSM gets Dragon number 3, probably right at the spawn. Honestly, yeah, I'd be surprised if they let any sort of CLG like power move come in. They should easily be able to take Scuttle Crab in time. And they have plenty of presence through the red quadrant already too. Big damage on an AP Gragas going toward the Night Harvester, has some health but no stopwatch. Takes big
Man, Divine Thunder seems pretty
Like a
balanced.
Balanced item.
No, I was just looking at TSM's items
Oh.
and thinking how balanced the
Wait,
item was.
they all have them. What?
Yeah, they have 3.
Oh, Poe Belter and Finn got onto Lost. That's what you need. And Sword Art's dead here. Should be. Dead here.
No.
Or you pull Huni towards the rest of your team.
Or you chase too far and I'll die.
God damn it. God, that was such a good pick to start with, and then you pulled the Nari into your team right as he was transforming. You just couldn't get away.
TSM once again get the kills, but Freak, it's the towers after every time they win these team fights too, adding another giant chunk of gold. Plus, this is even closer to the Dragon setup. They can get their reset off. Lost at a really critical.
That's a really, really good pick on the Lost. But
Yeah, it was a good
like, if
start
you
to
just
the
back
fight.
off now, you're fine.
They probably get Dragon for it.
Mm-hmm.
But, like, Hunialt just, or not Hunialt, they just go too long and then they're just doomed.
Yeah.
They kite back through a choke, which is just also terrible. Like,
Yeah,
doomed.
not exactly optimal.
Recipe for success, TSM 3-0 in the Dragon count. Broxa had ulti when he landed the body slam on Sword Art, didn't press it, no get excited for Jinx. Every fight, I'm just looking for like, who on CLG screwed up, and there's always some like really obvious, like just press your button, bro, and you get a free kill. And it's heartbreaking, but this is actually what's happening.
Broxa didn't press ult.
It's actually just hands that are holding CLG.
That could have knocked Huni away and knocked Sword Art into the middle of the team. That's really, really tragic.
that would have been handy.
Yeah. That would have been a difference in 3 kills. 4 kills, actually, because Sword Art would have died, and no one on CLG would have died.
More importantly, Mountain Dragon. Like, if
That
no one
too.
dies from CLG there, like, they got a good pick on, Senna,
Mm-hmm.
and they should have gotten a free Mountain Dragon off of it, but instead they had 3 people die and lost
Yeah.
the dragon anyway. No bueno.
And, like, if you get the reset on Jinx, you possibly can win that, but you just kind of let the Gnar go off on you. And
He's down a level. He's got a stopwatch, but that chain's gonna just get sidestepped from. It's out of range. Still means Pavelter is on the back foot though, taking farm out of his turret.
we're making aggressive plays, we're just not executing them well. The thought process through a lot of them is right.
Yeah, no, it was a good pick to go for before Dragon. It's just an overchase.
Mm-hmm.
Or if it's not an overchase, it's misplay.
Yeah, it was a mixture between an overchase and a misplay.
I think it's more an overchase just because I don't know.
Yeah. And
The,
Jinx is a champion that just like feels weird because it feels like she can never finish anyone off at a pro level.
mhm.
I don't.
A lot of her damage is so telegraphed. Like, she doesn't burst particularly hard, so if people like see her, they know how she's going to do damage, and they know how to avoid most of it.
Mhm.
round of changes. Definitely agree, and we're seeing
Oh,
here
that is a very
difficulties of
dangerous
CLG playing against
walk forward,
super
but
strong
it was
1-3-1.
pretty necessary.
It's a 1-3-1 that's empowered by a Tom Kench with the 3 squad, so your 3 is more mobile than usual. You know, there's a Senna ultimate that is
I don't
mobile.
really know if CLG has an avenue back into this game.
With the ultimate, so it's just like
I mean, there is one, but I don't really know what it is.
setting themselves up for that mounted soul that you're alluding to. Minute 40.
Yeah, Jinx just can't kill anyone. Like, Jinx scales super well, but I don't know how she, like, kills these people.
Yeah. They do need to check this.
You know, incredibly low risk and very high reward. Jinx rocket not going to be in time for a steal. It's capped anyway.
Yeah, but you should collapse on it.
Gonna be found out. Oh,
And
No.
good lord.
invisibility or is it death? It is the latter. Goodbye to Pobelter. Down to 4K. Is there a
Gnar
hero
flank?
steal from Broxa? He can reveal
Potentially.
what's
I
going
mean,
on, but can you win a
Power of Evil
Yeah.
just kind of shits on
Oh,
him.
Smoothie just dies.
Again, there is always
Fair
a
enough.
drag a single. There's always a chance.
And Finn just dies.
Senna in. Wukong trying to run, flash
He
the
does
side.
get out, but yeah, that's just game.
Does not matter. Goodbye to the Jinx. Goodbye to the
Wow.
Gragas. Nothing CLG can do. PoE will not get him. Wait, Finn, you are gonna live. I think you're going to live either way. It's gonna be the Bud Light ace yet again. A triple kill for Power of Evil. The Red Bull Baron buff on as well. TSM popping everybody. And guess what? They finished all of their Baron work in time for this Dragon schedule, Freak. So they can get us out of here nice and early. TSM full reset with the Baron empowered recalls right on time for the spawn of Soul. Pick that one up on your way to CLG's base. And again, PoE, as we said in Champ Select, has always sprinkled in a couple of long games every now and then. And
Yeah, I just
off of these
like
engages, now the LeBlanc
this was
Lions
just
playing in the brush, just hundreds
a couple of
zeros.
mechanical misplays that
And once that's over, it's just
absolutely lost us the game.
engage from TSM. Really
And I think our draft priority,
opening up a lot of the
I don't know if we've ever won a game
so easy there for PoE.
where
Eyes in Wade in a
we
pride,
prioritized a champion for Pobelter that wasn't Lucian.
all the other plays, grabbing
I think Akali was a really odd first pick.
Yeah,
Dark Seal, and
could have gone Gwen or Varus.
he is real big on this
I think Varus would have just been so much better. I really feel like Varus would have given you a lane to play through. Like, they played kind of through top lane,
Yeah, but
but it didn't amount to anything.
mm-hmm.
It is always
Yeah.
possible to win a game, right? A really big team out of Jinx, it always can happen. But
It can turn around, but the LeBlanc is 8-0. Can I think QR someone and kill them at this point? I think anyone on the team except for Wukong. I think he can QR and kill. So
I don't think he'd kill him. I think he'd do 80%
miracle
or close to it.
out of almost nothing here. So see if they can get a surprise move. You know, Broxa maybe. You're talking about those Hail Marys. Honestly, TSM are already at the door.
Oh, 90% it appears.
Very little help, and if really ignited, like that was actually a kill.
yeah.
Goodbye to Akali for now. Split push still happening. Gnar, okay, it's gonna be an ulti in. I mean, you might as well, Finn, go for some damage, try to make the biggest play you can because Akali's TPing in. Going for a single kill is the best.
Oh, that's a really good response by TSM.
The reinforcements have arrived. Though Sword Art brings over Lost and the Lantern to safety. Ult for ult in a certain way.
And with an inhibitor, we tried to do something proactive. Like, the ideal situation would be catching out LeBlanc, but, you know, it's a LeBlanc. You can't catch out LeBlanc unless they're absolutely
Unless
brain
they-
dead.
Unless they want to die.
Yeah. No, that's just game.
Yeah, they've been trying to find something, but TSM learned that if you run away, they cannot kill you.
Can't really fight this squad. You kind of have to wait out the Baron anyway. I don't think it's really a mistake. It's the best you're gonna get. And now it's time to just farm these minions and hope for some kind of a throw. Hope you can get the big fight. It's just farming.
They got him right where they want him. Jinx has 3 lanes of double super creeps to farm. Good luck, TSM.
You know, if you can funnel all that gold into Jinx, about 20 minutes you might be able to win the game.
So much money to spend. I want to see the death cap. Did he have enough to upgrade the Medjai's on top. Doesn't look like it. Maybe he's waiting.
God.
There's a chance, Freak. Is it? Or the control
Power of Evil is so strong.
It's a blue elixir. Elixir, also huge power boost, so definitely worth waiting around there for the last little bit. You thought he was bursting people before. PoE now with the blue elixir on top of death cap. Yep. Magnification is going to be basically death for everybody. Kobe, how often do you forget to pop elixir for a fight? So I have become way less greedy because of the times that I have forgotten to pop them. It's like walking down menu like screw it. Exactly. As soon as I'm out of base, I'm popping it because I'm like, he did too. Anything can happen in this world. Got popped. Good job, PoE. He's like, I hit the base. All right, let's gonna make sure we got it on. And here's the siege. This one can end the game, or it can be the miracle that keeps CLG alive. When is
It's probably gonna end the game, but I appreciate the optimism, Freak.
Yeah.
Yeah, we can't clear the creeps. Like, TSM probably wouldn't have to even be there, and we would still lose the Nexus. He did a total of 3 damage. Oh, he got out alive! That was impressive.
Save the fantasy points.
No.
No.
Power of Evil just kind of killed everyone. God. Yeah, that was just kind of a pathetic game on our part. I didn't really like our pick ban.
Yeah, it feels like they valued things more than power picks, which I get at times. Gragas looked pretty good. I think the Akali priority was kind of odd.
In other news, apparently the Vikings just reworked a deal with Daniil Hunter.
Love to see it.
Yeah, we do love to see it. Unlike this game, we didn't prioritize Varus or Gwen or...
Yeah, I think
like,
Varus would have. I think
Like-
Varus would have been really good. Lucian could have been okay. If their team was like Varus, Lucian,
Gwen.
Gragas, even Gragas, Wukong, and
Mm-hmm.
who's their support they picked this game?
Thresh.
Thresh. I don't think you'd pick Thresh with that,
Yeah,
but I feel
but
like that team comp would have been a lot better, and all of those champions weren't picked or banned.
Yeah, I don't get the Jinx into Senna. Varus is the best counter to Senna in the game.
Yeah,
And
I
lane.
really
And
did
then
not
Leon
like
and
the
Nautilus
Jinx
also
Thresh.
do really well into it. I just thought it was dumb.
Jinx Thresh is one of those things that like stomps solo queue and probably does well in scrims, but it just always looks so underwhelming. Jinx is such a strong solo queue champion, but seems so bad here. Like even high level solo queue Jinx looks good, but like most of these games it looks like you just kind of farm. You don't ever like win the lane. You don't get pushed into the point where you just lose, but you don't ever get the push to the point where you can be proactive. And it just always looks so underwhelming to see Jinx. Like you have to play Jinx with Thresh, so you like telegraph even more of your team. And it doesn't look great. Yeah. I'm not sure I understand the Akali first pick. I really
Yeah. Just
was not for that.
prioritizing anything for Pill Belter is wrong for this roster.
Well, even if they were prioritizing it to like have them pick Gwen and play Akali into Gwen, that still doesn't seem that good.
Yeah,
Like, you're
you could
just
have grabbed
burying them.
Gangplank for the same purpose.
Or you could have just picked Gwen.
Yeah.
Or
you could pick...
you could have done so many things.
Yeah.
I really did not care for that. I think the first pick should have been Varus, and I think it would have been a lot better for their team.
Yeah. It was a bad draft. It was just so bad. TSM
don't know
didn't
if
have a
it's
good
like-
draft either.
I don't know if it was like innately bad. I think Wukong is a pretty good champion for them to pick, and he looked really good in the actual like versus Nar matchup, which I was surprised. I didn't think Wukong would do well in that matchup. And Gragas looks, I think, like a pretty solid pick. It gives solid like angle of engage on for their team, and like I think it's just a good pick. I just don't think Akali was good, and I don't think Jinx was good. And I'm not sure what happened for that to be what they prioritized in the draft, because that was their first three picks. Their first three picks were Akali, Thresh, Jinx.
I don't know, it was weird. I need to like think on it more. But thank you people for watching. I mean, it was an improvement this week. Our first game, we didn't look great, but we won. Second game, we looked great, but we lost. This game, we just looked. We made a lot of correct decisions and then didn't execute decisions well. And then we tried to overcorrect for not executing well, and it just everything fell apart very, very quickly. Like, comment, subscribe, do all that stuff. I'll see you next week.